What is up, MyoBrain team? So unfortunately, as of October 1st, MyFitnessPal is making a pretty significant change to their app. They will no longer be offering the barcode scanning feature, at least for free. That will move into their premium tier. This isn't that big of a deal, but it is a cool feature, and we don't want to have clients pay additional money for that. And it's also maybe a little bit scary and what else they're going to kind of take away from that free version with ads and shovel into the premium version in the future. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a different app that I've been using for maybe 6 to 9 months, which is incredibly similar to MyFitnessPal. It's called Macros First. We're going to kind of go over the features of that. By no means do you have to use this app called Macros First. We're essentially just using it as an alternative if you love that barcode scan feature, but you don't want to pay additional money for it. And again, this may continue on with MyFitnessPal, changing things and make it premium now. So we'll talk about that. But again, by no means do you have to switch over. If you like the user interface, if you don't use the barcode scanner, or if you want to pay that premium, that's up to you. Simply want to give you a different option that you can use. And again, Macros First does sync up with our software system as well. So as far as communication with your coach, it will all be the same. And let's dive into how the app works. Okay, so this is the homepage of the app. As you can see, incredibly similar to MyFitnessPal. And we're gonna go over just a handful of things here that I think are unique and kind of important to look at on this app. So the first thing that I actually really like about this app is that it's a lot easier to set up your nutrition goals. So if you go over there to your account feature and then go into My Goals, you can manually change these a lot easier than MyFitnessPal. You typically have to do it by percentages and it's a little bit cumbersome. So a lot of our clients actually only track their calories and their protein. So you can do that in here. That's what I have set up. My maintenance calories at 2,500 plus my protein goal. Now, if you also track your carbs and your fat, you still can do that. And of course, will auto-populate and change your calories as you wish. But again, for the bulk of our clients, it's nice because you can simply just have your total calories and protein accounted for. The other thing, you can have a goal, a schedule goal. Say if you have high days, low days, you can change that. That is a premium feature though. So I personally don't use that. And I just know I take one day as my high day. Another useful feature here that again is actually 100% free is the calorie goal or macro goal per meal. This could be pretty valuable for maybe people who are new to tracking if you want to learn how to kind of pace out your overall day. So you can go in here to breakfast and say, hey, I want to have 30 grams of protein and 40 grams of carbs and 15 grams of fat. And you can do that for all of your meals. Again, once you've been tracking for a long time, that likely won't be necessary to do. But again, it can be nice to kind of help you initially make sure you're on pace there overall. So I'll discard that. But that's the first thing I really like. That's really easy to set up your target calories and macros. Not a lot of jumping hoops there. The second really cool feature I like is the ability to save meals. MyFitnessPal also has this feature, but would not be surprised if this turns into a kind of paid feature over time. So say if we go into breakfast here, which I had yesterday, some oatmeal, whey protein, blueberries, and peanut butter. And if I have this same exact breakfast every single day, what I can do is click on these 3 dots, click Save Meal, and I can title this whatever. I can title this Weekday Oatmeal Breakfast and click there. And then let's say it's the following Monday on the 29th, and I don't want to go in there and type, I can go to add and I can type in, all of those things again that I just had. But if I have the same thing, like a lot of us tend to, I actually can just click there, click to my meals, and then I have weekday oatmeal breakfast. I can still go in. Sorry, I jumped the gun there. Let's go on to the next day. I can still go in and change something if I wanted to. It's also at the bottom if you see that there. So let's click that weekday oatmeal. I still can go in here, and if I want to adjust something, I can. But if it's the same, I'll just click green, that check mark overall. So I really like that feature. You also can pull meals over. So say if I know I'm gonna have this breakfast, but it's only this week, I'm not gonna have this all the time. I don't wanna put it into like my saved meals. It's not that important. But if I'm gonna have it say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can go in here, again, the 3 dots over there, copy meal to another day, and then just click, okay, I'm also going to have this on the 30th. It's going to be my breakfast this week. And then that would pull over to the next day. So again, it really streamlines and makes things a lot quicker overall. Let's go into the third thing I really like about this app is the quick add feature. So let's say you're having dinner on that Friday night on the 2nd here. I can go into my dinner, click the plus button, and you'll also click the plus button at the very top and go to quick track at the very top, right? So I don't have to name this, but maybe I just do steak dinner with friends if I want to. And then I'll just type in 1,000 calories, but if you wanted to, you could type in the estimated fat, carbs, protein. Of course, if you watch our other material, we typically recommend you just track, for men, 800 to 1,000 calories for a meal out, or 600 to 800 for a female. Of course, you always can track the actual meal and get close, but this is what we call our stress-free way of tracking. So just click the quick track up there, and now bam, it's essentially accounted for in my meal, and that took me 20 seconds. So that's also a cool feature, and it becomes, really, really simple to do that over time. The only sort of, I would say, downside of this app, but again, there's a lot of other cool things. You can go into the kitchen here. You can build your recipes if you want to do that, similar to MyFitnessPal. Of course, it has the barcode scanner here, just like MyFitnessPal has. Again, that's a free thing on this, though. The only minor downside, I would say, is the database isn't as large, which just means that either using the barcode so you can get the most accurate assessment of the food, or being a little bit more diligent your first couple of weeks with the app to make sure you're getting the right items. So say if I come on here and type something like a white potato, because it's not as big of a company as MyFitnessPal, they don't have people that come in here and verify movements. You have to verify, the nutrition of all of these items. So you will have to do a little bit more work up front to make sure these are the correct input. So of course, you can always just look on the food label that you're using to make sure it matches, or I guess at least initially, Google the actual food. Say if it's white potatoes, or it's something like berries, like fresh berries, and doesn't have a food label, just make sure you come in here and see if it makes sense. Essentially, Google fresh berries, nutrition facts. Google will have it accurate on there, and see if it lines up. Again, this will not be that big of a deal because the bulk of the things you're going to eat, like meat and even frozen vegetables and rice and just things like that, will have a food label on it. But for a handful of things that don't, like potatoes come to mind, that's something you want to make sure you get right the first time. But overall, hopefully this was a really quick tutorial of this app. Again, it is called Macros First. Maybe in the YouTube video we put with this, we'll put the download link below. Once again, this is not a mandatory thing to do. We just want to give people options in case they really do love that barcode scanner. That is a permanently free function of this app. And really, I've been using this for a long time. There's no difference for me in using this or MyFitnessPal. I like to explore a lot just so we can be kind of adaptable with our clients. So if you're wanting to give something a shot, check this one out, and thanks for your time.